Hello, 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 Crossroads, which is another interesting magical beings. Today it's all about lemons. And I want to start by saying that this was inspired by somebody who left a comment on a video of mine that they had listened to a podcast with some other witches and interesting magical beings who were basically sort of disparaging on the concept of lemons and magic. And I went and found that podcast, listened to it, and I'd like to start by saying that's their truth. That's their magic. Lemons may not be in their magic. But to discount it and tell folks that you ought not do it, I found a little disconcerting. And so we'll start the video with my classic line of, I have notes. I went down the rabbit hole of the lemon. Within Southern conjure, within hoodoo, and also within Haitian voodoo, lemons are a very common ingredient. And I've been using them for 20, 30, 40 years now. So we're going to talk about the fact that these yellow fruits have long been symbols of power, purification, and prosperity in cultures worldwide. From their origins in Asia to their role in Southern conjure and modern witchcraft, lemons have held a sacred place in many magical practices. And I want to start with the misinterpretation. All right. Lemons are often associated with cleansing, purification, and banishment in many magical traditions. However, someone might interpret their sharp, sour nature as being too aggressive or too negative for certain types of spell, such as love or prosperity workings. So they're telling you within their own magic that, hey, I don't think that this is good. I use this to get rid of things. I don't use this to draw in. And again, that's their personal magic. But for others of us, we see its versatility and how to use it, all right? And in certain cultural magical practices, lemon might have a symbolic meaning or use that differs from what we find within mainstream Wicca or from folk magic interpretations. For example, in some traditions, lemons are used solely for banishment and protection. So using them in attraction spells might seem contradictory. That's what I was talking about. Different folks all around the world have a different way of using it. And then as individuals, we hone our own magical practices. We have preferences. We work with certain allies, and this may not be an ally to us personally. All right. And I think the other reason we have a little bit of misinformation and misinterpretation is that within traditional Wiccan practices often emphasize balance and positivity in magical workings. If lemons are perceived as too harsh or too closely tied to banishment, some Wiccans might feel like it doesn't align with the harm none principle. And so using them in attraction spells again might seem, like it's not right. And that they don't do sour jars, which is a big ingredient. We like to use lemons in sour jars. We like to sour something up. And that may be something that's contradictory to the Wiccan read on harm none and how they've chose to live their life. The other thing we have is superstition or dogma. Like many magical tools and ingredients, the use of lemons can become subject to superstition or dogmatic thinking. Someone may have been taught by a mentor or read it in a book that lemons are incorrect for certain spells, and this belief is passed down without deeper examination. I read it in the book, and so it must be true. Maybe not. Again, That may have been that author, that writer's truth, but it's not necessarily your truth. And then, of course, let's talk about the internet. Ugh. All right. In online witchcraft spaces, opinions and practices are widely shared, and some ideas gain traction simply through repetition. If a few prominent voices discourage using lemons in certain types of magic, others may adopt the belief without exploring the origins. Just because So-So said it on her TikTok and she's got her 80,000 follower people and she gets 20,000 likes doesn't make her the authority. Always do your own research, all right? And another thing we may be dealing with is also personal experience. What I was talking about earlier, where we have, as witches and other interesting magical beings, honed our magic, honed the ingredients that resonate with us. There are some herbs I don't use. I don't resonate with them. There are other herbs I use all the time. There are some ingredients that I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna mess with that too much. I don't like the way it vibes with me personally. So if you were to come see me and watch me do a spell or to be part of something I'm working on, you'd be like, oh, Taryn doesn't use that, and it must be, I can't use it either. All right. Make up your mind yourself on that. So let's get into what's the truth about lemons. We use them for cleaning and purification. Their acidic nature is perfect for removing negativity, banishings. Lemons are great for cutting away harmful energies or breaking ties. Clarity and focus. Their bright, invigorating scent can help sharpen mental focus. There is something, it does. It sort of zings you, doesn't it? And another thing we use them for is attraction. They're bright. Where am I at? When used with honey or sugar, lemons can sweeten a situation or draw something positive. Always remember that there are two sides to everything. That which heals also harms. That which is beneficial is also baneful. And so too of the lemon. It is wonderfully, wonderfully versatile. It can do both positive and negative things for some folks who resonate and connect with it. So let's talk about this lemon and when did we start? Let's go back to 2000 BCE. Early Asia. Lemons can trace their origins to northeastern India, northern Burma, and China. In these regions, citrus fruits were revered for their medicinal and spiritual properties. Their bright color and sharp scent symbolized vitality and cleansing. Things we still use them for today. Now let's go to 1000 BCE, the Silk Road and the Middle East. Lemons were traded along the Silk Road, and that brought it into the Middle East. In Persia and Mesopotamia, they became symbols of purity and divine energy. Ancient Zoroastrian, I hope I'm saying that right, Zoroastrian rituals incorporated lemons to represent sunlight and the divine. And they were used in early magical practices to refresh the spirit and ward off negativity. Now, if we go into 4th century BCE, we get to the Greeks and the Romans. As lemons reached the Mediterranean, they found their way into Greek and Roman culture. Greek myths, lemons and other citrus fruits were linked to the golden apples of Hesperides. Y'all, I'm southern tongue, and it don't do some of these fancy words. But it was to the goddess who has the golden apples, and it was believed to grant immortality. This was an offering they would have left at her temple. In Rome, Roman protection amulets. Wealthy Romans prized lemons for their rarity, using their peels and perfumes, incense, and amulets to ward off envy and harm. You know, I really like that. I can resonate with that one. All right, let's get into 7th to 10th century. And let's get into the Islamic Golden Age. Lemons flourished in the Arab world thanks to agricultural advancements, meaning they could grow them there. They became central to Islamic purification rituals where their juice was used for cleansing. Talismans featuring lemons were crafted to protect against the evil eye, and they were revered for their health and vitality. Isn't that really cool? All around the world, this little lemon's been doing things. Now, also during the 11th to the 13th century, we can get in Moorish Spain. When the Moors introduced lemons to Spain, they became deeply intertwined with European magic. Lemons were used in fertility rituals and love spells, often placed under pillows to inspire dreams of future lovers. Their association with sunlight and abundance made them symbols of prosperity. I love it. Now, let's go to the 16th to the 18th centuries and get into European folk magic. By the Renaissance, lemons were widespread in Europe and featured predominantly in folk magic, love spells. Italian and French witches and other interesting magical beings carved the names of lovers into lemon peels to strengthen the relationship. They were also used for protection charms. Lemons were boiled with herbs to create brews that cleanse both body and spirit. Sort of like what we're doing today. I love to put them into a good spiritual brew where I'm going to use it to wash my floors. I'm probably going to go dump it on my head when I go take a shower. I love putting a lemon in. All right, now let's get up to the 19th and 20th century, where we find in both hoodoo and in Southern conjure, in the Americas, they became essential practices. Like I said earlier, we use them in hex breaking. Lemons combined with salt and water were used to break curses and hexes. We put them in spiritual baths, like I was talking earlier, lemon slices added to baths along with herbs like rosemary wash away negativity. We also use them in wealth work, money. Lemons placed with coins or rice symbolized abundance and prosperity. Isn't that so cool? We just went through how many? Over 5,000 years of magical history of this lemon. Now, we also get into cultural magic, like in ancient Egypt. Lemons were offerings in tombs during Roman occupation of Egypt, symbolizing life, force, and sunlight. Also within another cultural magic, Jewish mysticism. Lemons were included in amulets to channel divine light and bring balance and healing. Now, if we get back into Haitian voodoo, lemon water is sprinkled around homes during cleansing rituals to remove unwanted spirits. And I'll say, Papa Nika still does that. He'll get a lemon and go all around the shop with it. All right, Italian strega, the Italian witches. Lemons are used in prosperity spells and to ward off evil energies, often combined with salt to add potency to it. I love that. All right, where we're seeing that all around thousands of years, lemons are being used magically. All right, And there's so many wonderful little lemon spells. I actually have a couple that I wrote down. And if you go to houseofwitchcraft.com, look for the lemon article, you will find them. I have my cleansing and protection spell, which is very easy, and I use it all the time. These are my personal spells. The other one I have is a love attraction spell, and of course, a hex breaking ritual. And then I have a prosperity charm, and then I have a lemon and pin protection charm, and then a lemon decision-making spell. And I will say my lemon decision-making spell has really worked over the years. And these are spells that I give out to people, and they've all had really, really good results with this. So, from the sacred rites of Persia to modern witchcraft practices, lemons have remained a true and trusted magical ally to many of us practitioners. Their bright color, sharp scent, and versatility make them a symbol of life, clarity, and renewal. Whether you're protecting your space, attracting prosperity, or just adding a touch of zest to your magic, lemons have the power to energize your spells, your practice, with their sunny and vibrant energy. And next time you grab a lemon, think about all that history, all right? And be a part of it. Draw upon the energy of it, because it's just there, this beautiful little lemon waiting for you to work with it. And I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, go check out houseofwitchcraft.com so you can get my spells, workings, whatever you want to call them. All right. And of course, I want to hear how you use the lemon. What do you think about the lemon? Leave it in the comment below. And if you really like this video, I would a like, a subscribe, and of course, share it with your friends. And with that said, witches, oh, wait, I got to do public thing. Y'all, on the first Thursday of every month, I do an open community chat, free of charge. You don't even have to turn on your camera. You can come listen to us, treat us like a podcast, or you can actually enjoy the discussion. We have a topic every month, every quarter. I invite an interesting magical being, an author, somebody to come sit and talk with us and to hear what they have to say. We were so blessed. Recently, we had Mark DeCamp Jr., who wrote the book Energy Magic, who joined us last month, and it was really good. Please check that out. But please come and join us, all right? Nobody's trying to hook you up. There ain't nothing on the backside. You can simply come and join. And if you want to get further into my space and into the House of Witchcraft, please join the 13 Moon community where we meet every Thursday, all the other Thursdays. And we also have a monthly meditation. We also have a monthly goddess chat. And you get little PDFs of things. And we have, little things going on, little bonuses that we give to folks and everything else. All right. And that is $14.99 a month. It is enough money to cover our cost. I do not draw a salary. I ain't trying to make money off of any of this. I'm just trying to cover the cost of Zoom because they keep going up on the rates is what I'm saying. So if you want to come get up and learn more about me, learn more about traditional witchcraft, folk witchcraft, what does it mean to be a crossroads witch, dark witches, dancing with demons, if any of that sounds interesting to you, come on! We've got a great group of witches, and I know that there's a really good chance your new best friend may be waiting for you. All right, and with that said, witches, get out there, fly those brooms, have a bright, blessed day, and as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and a bobo.